Sai Ram children. So today in NV period we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 9, O Butterfly Where Do You Go. It's a poem children, and it's written by the poet Heather Scott. Before the poem, a beautiful activity is given on your this thing, page number 77. You have to color a butterfly, and some facts about butterflies are given there. So it's a beautiful poem, very interesting, and we all enjoy watching butterflies flying near the flowers, or if they are coming around us and sitting nearby. So we try to observe its wings, its colors, isn't it? So through this poem, the poet is also very eager to know what, as the heading of the poem itself suggests, that "Oh butterfly, where do you go?" Children, have you ever wondered that where does this all types of insects or birds go at night? During daytime we can see them, but where do they go? Okay, so we'll try to find out whether the poet is able to get this answer or not. This poem is really beautiful poem, and the nice pictures are shown on your page number 78, 79. The poet Heather Scott, she is very curious to where the butterfly goes after sunset. Okay, and it is seen by the poet all through the day. Okay, the poet can see the butterfly all through the day, flying even in the strong sunlight. But as soon as the moon appears, the butterfly vanishes. Neither can it be seen on the poet's windowsill, nor can its pupae be seen. So, where does it go? This is a big question in front of the poet, the child of this poem. So, let's see the poem and enjoy its beauty. Okay, children? Open your book, keep it with you. You can read it aloud along with me. Oh, butterfly, where do you go? When the sunset itself does show. I see you quite frequently when the sun shines overhead. But where are you when I put to bed? The days are long, the sun is strong. Still then I see you flutter with wings as soft as butter. Yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? I hear not soft wings beating upon my windowsill, nor I see your pupae upon the miller's mill. Where do you go at night when the stars are shining bright? In the daytime, I see you flutter round and round from the sky to the ground. O butterfly, where do you go when the sunset itself does show? By Heather Scott. Isn't it beautiful poem, children? Whichever question arises in your mind, the same question that a poet is also worried about it. Fine. Come on. Let's enjoy the poem once again. While reading the poem, I'll explain it stanza wise. Let's see the first stanza. O butterfly, where do you go? When the sunset itself show. I see you quite frequently when the sun shines overhead, but where are you when I put to bed? Now the poet is asking the question. The child in the poem is asking the question that, "Oh butterfly, where do you go when the sunset itself does show?" Even the sunset shows that now the daytime has come to an end and the night will start, isn't it? So the sunset shows that it is setting now. The sun shows that it is setting now. But where do you go, butterfly? I see you quite frequently when the sun shines overhead. Means when the sun shines at noon time. When the sun shines, that time also I can see you quite frequently, often. I can see you fully often. But where are you when I'm put to bed? So when do we go to bed? At night. So he's asking the question to the butterfly that I can see you during daytime when the sun shines very brightly, but where do you go when I am put to bed? When I go to bed at night, it means during night time, where do you go? The days are long, the sun is strong. Although now this is the very innocent question arises in the child's mind that the days are so long and still entire day you fly. Although the sun is very strong, then also you fly. Still then I see you flutter. Although the sun is strong, the days are long, and still I can see you flutter. Flutter means the flapping of the wings very quickly and lightly. Okay. So the child in the poem is saying that although the days are long, the sun shines very strong, still I can see you flutter. Still I can see you flapping your wings quickly with wings as soft as butter. Although your wings are so soft, so tender, it's soft like butter, but still I can see you during daytime. Yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? And the child is saying that I enjoy watching your movements. I enjoy looking at you going from one flower to another. Okay, but when shines the moon, it means when the night comes, where do you go? And that time, why am I alone? The child, he or she, he feels lonely. It means what? The child enjoys the company of that butterfly. That's why it says that yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? I hear not soft wings beating upon my window sill, nor do I see your pupae upon the miller's mill. Means at night time, I hear not soft wings beating upon my windowsill. Windowsill, the bottom part of window. Okay, so the child in the poem is saying that I cannot hear the beating of your soft wings on my windowsill, nor do I see your pupae. Pupae means an insect in the stage of development, during which it is contained in a protective covering. Okay, so it is one of the stage of the butterfly. There are stages of butterflies development, we have studied in science, no? So pupae is one of them. So the child is saying, I hear not soft wings beating upon my windowsill, nor do I see your pupae upon the miller's mill. Miller's mill, miller means, miller is a person who owns or works in a corn mill. So the child has a doubt, has question in his mind that I cannot hear the beating of your soft wings on my windowsill during night time, nor do I see your pupae upon the miller's mill. I have never seen your pupae in the corn mill also. So where do you go at night? When the stars are shining bright. It means when the sun shines brightly, you come. Although it's very strong and the days are long, that time you flutter your wings and you can see. But when the moon shines and the stars are there at night, but where do you go that time? In the daytime, I see you flutter round and round from the sky to the ground. Entire day, I could see you fluttering your wings and going round and round from the sky to the ground. Oh butterfly, where do you go when the sunset itself does show? So again, the child in the poem is asking the butterfly that entire day you are seen, you are moving from the sky to the ground, but only during night time, oh butterfly, where do you go? Very interesting poem it is, isn't it? Even we all have these questions arises in our mind, that where does all this thing, and the beautiful butterflies are available in so many colors, shapes, and we all enjoy watching them moving from one flower to another, and sometimes it really comes on our windowsill, right? Have you ever observed, children? Oh, not yet. So next time, whenever you see the butterfly, observe the pattern on its wings, observe the colorful shades. At the same time, you can observe the fluttering of the wings also. Okay. So it's a wonderful poem. Come on, you also read it aloud with me. Once we will say it aloud. Oh butterfly, where do you go? When the sunset itself does show. I see you quite frequently when the sun shines overhead, but where are you when I put to bed? The days are long, the sun is strong. Still then I see you flutter with wings as soft as butter. Yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? I hear not soft wings beating upon my windowsill, nor do I see your pupae upon the miller's mill. Where do you go at night when the stars are shining bright? In the daytime, I see you flutter round and round from the sky to the ground. Oh, butterfly, where do you go when the sunset itself does show? Come on, let's move ahead and see the exercise part. This is the first question, children. Answer for these questions with reference to the context. Okay, the lines from the poem is given, and based on that lines, the questions are being asked, and you have to find out the answers. The lines are, yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? Yet when shines the moon, why am I alone? Now these lines, who is the speaker? Who said these lines? I'll give you one hint. Yes. Now are you able to tell me the answer? Who is the speaker in the poem? Yes, the child in the poem is the speaker. Who is the speaker? The child in the poem is the speaker. Let's move ahead and see the next question. To whom is he or she saying this? Now the child in the poem is saying these lines to whom? It's very simple. No? Okay, one more clue for you. To whom is he or she saying this? Now you got it. Yes. The speaker is saying this to the butterfly. The speaker is saying this to the butterfly. Next question. What does he or she wants to know? What does the child in the poem wants to know, children? See, the name of the lesson itself tells the answer. What does he or she wants to know? Yes. Can this picture help you? Correct. The child wants to know where the butterfly is during night. The child wants to know where the butterfly is during night. Now children, as it's a poem, you have to list the rhyming words used in the poem. It's very easy activity. You can do it very quickly. Then at the same time, you have to learn the poem by heart and then recite it using rhythm and expressions. Okay? You have to learn the poem by heart. Fine? Then you recite it using rhythm and expression. Enjoy the poem. Then automatically you can use the rhythm and you have to express it. Got it, children? Enjoyed the poem? Let's stop here. We'll meet in the next period. Till then, Sai Ram.